Hey everybody. So we're doing 2 back-to-back Q&As because we're full of answers, right, honey?
Yeah. Lots of questions.
Lots of questions. Trent M says, need to do a video on intensity. Love what you guys do. You're right, I do need to do a video on intensity. And I want to find out more about it because we've got a dog that I think...
we've got a few dogs.
Yes. And I'm interested, we're really interested in this You're a Hero colour, and I think that the key to that probably is the intensity gene. So it affects cream, basically what it does. But I mean, I have done a little bit of info on it, but I'm going to do there's my beautiful wife. A little bit more. Sylvia Costello says, hey, I've been using your shipmate flask with the UK and love it. Thank you. My question is, customer wants me to send chilled semen to Chile from the UK. Can you tell me if there's any special paperwork? Yes, there is. So whenever you ship across an international boundary, you have got to get your customs paperwork right. And if you don't, I promise you there's going to be a delay and it's going to muck things up. So I just did one the other day to Brazil. Took 2 days and everything went sweet. And it got there and everything is great. In fact, they're doing the second. I sent 2 samples, they're doing the second AI today. But the important thing here is this. First off, go check if you're shipping by FedEx, DHL, UPS, just go make sure that you can get it there in a reasonable time. If you're using Shipmate, it's very possible to have a shipment that could last for like 6 or 7 days. We can still make the thing work properly if you've got enough ice and a big enough container. But make sure you have an invoice in place that explains exactly what is there. So we put this as chilled canine semen, and then don't put a 0 value to it because that'll get you in trouble. Look, you can say it's a gift, it's for personal use, but put some value, $50, £50. Put some value in there because the customs man wants to get some money out of this. I would not put 0. I think that's going to get you in trouble. And then the last thing about this is make sure who's going to pay the custom duties. Whenever I send anything like that, I set it up so I send the custom duties because I don't want it to be held up while they're trying to get hold of the receiver to pay whatever the duties are. So I put that on my account. But that's just with FedEx. Other systems are going to be different. You're going to have to do some research, but do your homework because if you don't, I promise you, you're going to have a problem. Susan Brocksmith says it's the exact reason, along with your educational videos and products, I always use you. You and Tammy have built a successful, reputable company, and we share the same values. Excited to see your young fluffies. Oh, well, thank you very much.
We'll be doing videos.
That video's come out today. They're actually a week old, and we're going to finally do a video. Okay. I need to get a Frenchie. Do you export to other countries, and what's the cost? No, we typically don't. We never export to the countries. It's just difficult. I mean, now we've imported dogs, and it's got its own set of problems. So I'm not saying don't. I mean, why would you import a dog? You import a dog because it's a dog you can't find locally or because the price is low. You know, that's it. But there's risks inherent with this.
Well, by the time you add up all the shipping cost and courier cost and
the possibility of not getting what you want and not having any recourse.
Do the math.
Yeah, be careful
before you do it.
But we don't. The answer is
sure
we've never
you know
exported. Demand for our dogs, honestly, is so great. They sell very, very quickly and find new homes for them. There's not any reason for us to do this. So the answer is unfortunately. I like the fact you asked us, but no, the answer is no.
Traffic's horrible on a rainy day.
Someone here says, do you breed Frenchies? Yes, we do. Oh, in fact, we've got 23 stud dogs. So
been doing it for 17 years.
17 years. We have lots of really beautiful stud dogs. I mean, every flavour that you can think of under the sun, just about we have. Nicole H says, hi, do you have an alternative to help my dog heal bleeding in the eye? I've never come across this one. I think you need to go to the vet and see what the vet says. I mean, I don't know the particulars of why this dog is bleeding. Was it trauma? Was it injury? Is it some, inherited problem? I don't know. Joe Cassius asked, the male I want to breed my female to is DD, blue. my female is big D, little d. Does that mean my litter might show 50% blue? You got it right, exactly right. Somebody says here, I got my incubator from you, thank you. I'm coming back for the progesterone machine. Well,
Yay.
Thank you, Ellie Holloway.
Happy
We appreciate
customer.
you.
That's what we like.
Cat and family. What's the best way to reduce mama's milk supply? I'm afraid of mastitis.
All
So
the calcium you can give her. Vitamins, calcium.
the best way to reduce her?
Oh, reduce. Reduce.
No, don't have a way for you to do that. Look, here's the thing about mastitis. You've got to keep on top of it, and you've got to. If you can start weaning puppies from mum, and that'll eventually reduce her milk supply.
Do it
It'll dry
slowly.
up.
Yeah.
But you've got to be careful how you do it, because if she starts getting gorged with milk and you're not draining it, there's going to be a problem. So,
Yeah. So you have to do it slowly. Like,
yeah, I don't know
let
anything.
mom in there 3 times a day, and then
Yes,
pull her
but
back out.
do you know of any product you can give to reduce milk supply? Because
I don't know any.
The only way you can reduce milk supply is to stop it from building up by draining it off with puppies. And you're going to have to regiment how you do that and start weaning slowly. Oh, then she asked another question. Can you do a video showing the transition between weaning puppies to moose to solid food? It'd be like watching paint dry, wouldn't it? It'd be like a 5-day video.
They just start eating it.
Yeah, so what we
Put
do
it
is
in
this.
front of them, and they'll start eating it.
We take puppies and give them their first moose when they're starting to get little nubs.
Well, another thing is they're starting to get into mama's food if mama's letting her do it, letting
Yes.
them do it.
So watch out for that.
Sometimes they're in mama's water bowl lapping up, and if that's the deal, then the real thick gravy that you make out of the puppy mousse and the goat's milk, make a thick gravy, they're going to lap it up the same way.
Yeah, so give them
Yeah.
that, get them started on that. We're going to go around the corner here.
It'll be easy.
Get them started on that. Then after they've been on that for
It's
maybe...
usually pretty easy. You
What?
may have one that doesn't like it.
When do you start moving?
Majority of
So
them.
that's when they got teeth, 3-4 weeks, 4 weeks. Then you on that for 5 days. Then you're going to go to more of a kibbly type stuff.
Softened.
Soften it up with some water. Let it
Yes,
sit with the
hot
water.
Sit water.
Soften it up. Then you can finally get them on straight kibble.
Yeah.
Whole thing's going to take you a couple of weeks at least. That's all the stuff we already answered because we took a break here because we.
There's
got
the
a phone
goats.
call.
Look at the goats.
Yep.
I didn't see any babies
Baby
yet.
goats.
No babies yet.
All right. Here, Susan Brocksmith says, absolutely love Tammy, you're awesome. What? What about me? What's the deal?
They see you all the time. They're
Come
bored
on.
with you.
They call me your awesomeness. They don't need that. Call me your idiotness.
Keep on dreaming, James.
Yeah.
Keep on dreaming the dream.
Okay, somebody says, I'm looking at a lilac. Big B, little d, little co, little co. He cannot produce Isabella. Correct. He cannot produce Isabella. Isabella would have to be
2 copies.
of little b, or at least 1 copy of little b. Testable chocolate
Yeah.
versus cocoa. So the answer to that is
Ooh, big hole there.
so I'm not sure what this means here. The big B, little d, little means he is not testable chocolate. Correct. So the cocoa comes in and says yes, he's testable chocolate. You've got me confused here. Little co is cocoa, non-testable chocolate, will not produce Isabellas.
No.
Little B, testable chocolate can produce Isabellas. Both together produces what we
Look
call...
at the big old birds eating something dead in the road.
Yep, sure. We're on a bumpy road here.
Goodness sakes. What is it, a skunk? Ooh, it was a skunk. Ooh.
Is it too early to AI when the progesterone test levels is 10.5 and too late when it's 21.5? Well, look, don't get too stuck on just specific progesterone levels. Remember, it doubles almost every day once it gets to a 5. So 10.5 today would be like a 20 or an 18 tomorrow. So you're maybe half a day early. You could certainly start breeding
Breeding.
on a 10.5. And at 21.5, you're the back end of your AI for a vaginal AI, but certainly that's the right place to be starting to do TCIs and surgical. So, You're in the right range on both these numbers, and my recommendation would be to breed twice 2 days apart. And you're going to, if you did it those two numbers, you'd probably be in good place.
Oh, we just had a woman tell us that she went to do a TCI and had some semen shipped in and had to wait outside because they're still doing the COVID thing, even though we've got lifts going on. So she's waiting outside, and they came out and said they went ahead and did the TCI, but they said that the semen wasn't very good. She said,
not from one of our breeders.
No, exactly. This was from somewhere else. And she said had she had known it wasn't very good, she wouldn't have wasted her money, because they went ahead and charged her for a TCI.
Yes.
So make sure when you have to leave your dogs with the vet, you give them instructions exactly what you want done.
Yeah, it sucks.
Especially if it's semen that doesn't look good.
Yeah, it sucks.
Remember, that wasn't from us. That was from somebody else's dog.
In my opinion, they should have known better. I mean, I think this is poor
taking
protocol.
advantage of,
well, I don't think taking advantage. It's just like
you're setting out the car. They go ahead and just do it.
Either way, it's
coming
poor.
in there
It's
for
poor.
it.
It's not good practice.
No.
Okay. What about a puppy that drinks too fast, like nurses too fast and aspirates? So I've got an idea. And this time, you got an idea what to do?
Drinks too fast and aspirates?
Yep.
On nursing a mama, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you just take the puppy out and get paper towel and suck up the nose. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, that's one way to handle it. It's not quite what I was thinking. What I was thinking is this. If you've got a puppy that is not with mum all the time and is in an incubator and is only given to mum every 3 hours, I think it's like having all the kids at a table and the chicken legs show up and everybody's diving in trying to grab a chicken leg at the same time. We put mum and babies together 24/7, so they're not in this competitive mode and they can drink to their heart's content and don't think that because otherwise I think maybe they're thinking...
This litter of full fluffies that we had, there's 9. So they all had to learn to take turns on eating, which they have learned that. They're a week old today, and they've learned that now. There's some that...
nobody's aspirating ever.
No.
Right.
They're all taking turns on when they eat. It's a group of 4 that'll eat. It's a group of 5 that'll eat next time. The 4 that'll be sleeping off to the side, and the 5 that are nursing, and then those will fall off, go to sleep.
But so just to kind of condense this, you've got, in my opinion, you've got 2 possibilities that you can do in this situation. One is that you control the feeding. They don't feed on mum. You become the mum. And you're going to have to bottle feed or possibly tube feed, and you can control exactly what milk they're getting and when. And if you tube feed, they won't aspirate. So that's one solution. It's a huge amount of work.
Sometimes they aspirate anyway.
Second thing is to leave with mum all the time, so they're not getting in this mode where they think, this is my last meal, I've got to get as much as I can.
That's why you can't leave your babies unattended until they're a certain age. Then you can kind of get away from it a little bit. But you want to be there for the first 5 days for sure. Make sure things are going great. Then maybe you can be less of attentive for a couple of hours. There's some more buzzards on the ground. There's a lot of roadkill. You want supper tonight, James? There's another skunk dead in the road. Golly, there's 3, 4.
Do you know how to cook skunk?
Oh, no.
I don't know either. I know how to eat it.
I wouldn't eat it.
Slowly with a lot of bread.
No. Terrible.
So this is the last one. Amos Pena says, Sir James. I like that.
Sir James.
King James is even better.
There's your friend, James. You have a new
Prince
friend now.
Charming.
All the ducks out there.
I'm getting a progesterone level of 11.75. Around what level will it be about 12 hours later? Half a day. So it goes up about, once it gets to level of 5, it goes up about 75% every day. So on average. So that would mean half a day you'd expect it to go up about 40%. So I'm guessing that you're going to add about 5 to this, and she's going to be around at 16 tomorrow. Let me know if I'm right. Certainly it's the actual absolute number is not critical, but I can tell you this, I would be breeding that dog. If I was doing 2 vaginals, I'd be breeding now and breeding in 2 days. If I was going to do a single vaginal, I'd do it tomorrow. If I was going to do an SI or a surgical, I'd do it in 2 days. That is the end of this session. Thanks for watching.
Yes, call us about our full visual fluffies.
Going to be next video I think we're going to put up. It's going to be on there because we're fixing to go do that, aren't we?
Later on today.
Yeah, we're we're driving home right now, and that's on our agenda, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. See you all. Bye.
Bye.